I'm creating a Lego set of my childhood home for my dad. He and I always bonded over Lego. My parents had 6 kids, and I was the only one that really got into Lego. So one Christmas, my dad built me a wooden table and organizers for all my Legos, my Lego table. And I spent most of my childhood at that table, constantly building things. So this year, I'm spending 20 minutes every single day building the house he raised us in out of Lego. So that's what we're looking at here. Today, I'm working on the base plate. So we've gotten like really the whole structure of the house done so far. I mean, we're already in March, right? So I've made some good progress already. And now working on the base plate just to give it a nice clean finish and kind of look like those Lego architecture sets. Yeah, and once if I get this done in this video, then we'll start on the decals throughout. So for instance, this height board is where we tracked our heights growing up. And so I'll design a little decal in Lego style that I'll print out on a sticker. And when I make this for real, like in physical land, I'll put it on there. Okay, so let's just dive into this thing. Let me zoom in on myself. I'm bobbing around a little bit because I'm doing my 75 hard walking for the day. Excuse me. Let's move that over. Okay, cool. Oh, and I almost forgot my 20-minute timer. There we go. So yeah, while I do this, I generally just talk, just tell stories about the house, about life, or give my opinions, my unsolicited opinions. And so if this is your first time here, welcome, and pull up a chair. I treat it like a VOD or a live stream, So let's start with, we need something that's like 16 by 14. They have like let's see what plates we have here. Anyone who's been here for a minute, how'd you like our new intro? Trying something a little different now. Something so that the people coming, like the new people that join every day, can like know what's going on, So yeah, hopefully it works, and we'll kind of figure that out as we go. Okay, what kind of story do we want to even tell today? Oh, I guess this should kind of, yeah, I want that to go back. So like it should really come down. So it might help actually if I just start laying out the edge. So like, for instance, let's pull this over here. Was it yesterday we were talking a lot about the dirt piles? So maybe some more stories about like when we were building the house. So here's the Lego table I was talking about. If you can see it squeezed in there. I guess I can move this out the way so you all can see. That's my representation of the Lego table where I'd always build. My dad built this built-in, and these were organizers. Those are some decals I need to make, by the way, the Lego table decals. Let's pull up the pic. So I've been showing reference pics of the house as we work, so y'all can have the same context. Here we go. So this is the Lego table my dad had built, right? Put this in. Whoops, he's a bit of a woodworker, and so he, yeah, built all this, and then these were how I decided to organize, using Tupperware and all that. Yeah. So that's what you're seeing here. That's what this little thing represents. We'll put that back. But I remember, like, the area right above it, above my Lego table, there's a bed, my brother's bed, and like a built-in loft. And we had, the builders had like, one of them had drawn like some like character, like a caricature, honestly, some like cartoonish character, I guess, on the on his like on the framing, like they definitely like left stuff, like the construction workers, like they know things are gonna get covered up, so they're just kind of like messing around sometimes and leaving their little mark, that they know is gonna be covered up later. But we lived right next door, so we'd come over like every day and just kind of see the progress, and as kids, is like just the coolest thing, right? Like a construction site that, like, as teenagers, it's like you're always trying to find construction sites or abandoned stuff that you can go climb in and do whatever. But this was like, as this house was getting built, I was 5. So like we could just climb and play in it. Obviously we had to stay out of the way, right? So it was really just at night. But those are some of my like favorite memories, just playing in that area. So, okay, what do we want to do here? We could do something like this, but then we're kind of stuck with that awkward, like, I need this to come out 1 for 4. Is that 4? I think that, yeah, that's 4. So I guess we do just need a, what is this, a 4x14? Do they even make that? 4x14? No. Maybe we can do, oh, it took it as a 4x1. Let's just scroll. 4x12, that works. That's close enough. And fill in the middle. I'm trying to use as big of pieces as possible so that this actually works as like a solid base plate. Because it's definitely going to be the kind of thing you build and then like pick up and move, I mean, probably just put on the shelf, but yeah, still needs to be stable enough to do that. So let's do, that's too long. Yeah. And then this just needs to go in. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, initially I was like just doing kind of a general square, but it looked kind of funky. It's like just pure one wide border all the way around. It's kind of clean. Here I ended up making a one wide border by adding a little bit of this backyard, one tile strip, but I kind of like that. Ignore this piece. We'll come back to that. We'll fix it eventually. Yeah. So yeah, as they were building the house, we got to just like climb and explore this cool building going up, and that was like one of my favorite things. Let's see, we need a 1x12 here. It is funny how sometimes it just doesn't want to go where you want it to. I'm not sure. They've got to have some kind of like reasoning in there, some kind of a rule set that it's using to determine where it goes. And I think most of the time it helps you get it where you want to go. But sometimes it's a little bit funky. But yeah, it's kind of cool too. I didn't know this program existed when I started this. Like when I was initially planning to do this project, I honestly thought I was gonna have to do it like just 3D CAD program because I do 3D modeling and design stuff. Once this project is done, by the way, I plan to do another project, and it'll likely be, well, I don't actually know what it'll be yet. I've got a bunch of ideas, but something along these lines, where it's like something meaningful to me or for someone in my life is a big piece of it. That's why this channel's building for you, and then I've got a main channel built for you. Is building for you is meant to be like building things for people in my life, I kind of hope it inspires people to do the same, like spend time on your passion projects that like build things, and then building it for someone kind of makes it, one, more meaningful, so then this time is more rewarding. It's like, yeah, I'm carving time out I could be using doing other things, but it's like, this isn't just for me, like this is for people in my life that I care about a lot, Okay, I think we're good on the base plate, so now we need to do, like, I want to clean up or add some more detail to this front courtyard. This is the courtyard I had my prom dinner in. My mom and I think my brothers were the waiters. So here's, let me pull up a pic. This is what it actually looked like, You got that front door and the porch there, the vines on the wall. That's what we've got here, right? You got the front door, the porch, the vines on the wall. So yeah, on this pavers area was where we rearranged all the furniture, put a table in here. My mom made all the food. My siblings were the waiters, and brought everything out to us. And then my sister got married here a couple years later. Or I guess the reception technically was here. The marriage was in the backyard. And so during COVID, and so then the reception was up front. And so, yeah, that's when these lights went up, you know. I think that's when it really got super pretty up here. Was for that. So anyway, really cool. A lot of cool memories up here. I wonder, part of the goal of this is I want to make my dad cry when I present it to him, right? Like, so the plan here is I'll put it in a box, um, and like design a Lego box for him, and then okay, we're gonna do a plate just because dirt is rough, you know. Um, yeah, what do we want to use here? I think we literally just lay it all down and then do the plants on top. So what was this? A 2x10. So we need a 2x12. That'll help secure the base plate too. So that'll be good. What were we saying? So yeah, I'll make that the box for him and everything. And then probably at my wedding, we'll see, but probably at the wedding might be the best time for this. I don't know if I can get it done in time. I could probably give it to him at Easter. I think he's coming to town for Easter, and so that would be a sick time to give it to him. And then I'll record that for y'all. But I'll get his reaction. He's an emotional guy, so I'm trying to see if I can make him cry. Like especially if I can capture some prime moments. So like I guess that was kind of the thought was. I might see if there's a way I could kind of represent my sister's wedding in this courtyard. Because yeah, he's at the end of the day, like his pride and joy, like his life accomplishment, his most proud one, just like my mom's, is us kids. You know, I feel like probably most parents feel that way. I'm not a parent yet, so I'm not sure, but I assume that's a lot of parents take a lot of pride in their kids, and um, yeah, so I think if I can capture some of those moments of this house, they don't live there anymore, right? They've sold this house and moved. But if I can capture some of those peak moments, I think he'll get really emotional. He's already an emotional guy, but yeah, I think that might do it. So that's part of the goal, you know. As funny as that is, we'll see if we can get him to crack. On video, which that might be a little awkward just because I've never, you know, this is my first, I've never filmed people, you know, like I'll film myself and I'm like pretty comfortable with that now after doing it for what, 2 full months, going on 3 now every day. But it's like I'm by myself, right? Like I'm not interacting with anyone. There's none of those like awkward, here's a camera in your face, you know. So I don't really know how that's gonna work, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so don't necessarily. I don't think I'm gonna do these chairs. I don't know a good way to represent them in Lego, and I know these moved around. Like I think these were literally staged. These are photos I'd gotten from when they sold it, and so yeah, I think that we could like. I think they just staged it this way. I don't think it. I don't know. I don't remember it ever being like that. So I think it's more important to just do the greenery. My mom had a green thumb, was always doing greenery, and so I think that's gonna be more important. Um, I'm not gonna try to make it look like the real greenery, just because, yeah, I think that'd be really hard. I don't think it'll turn out that way. So let's see. Let's start with this. Let's get 2 of these out here. And then let's look at some other plants. What other plants do they have here? Plants. Okay. This is what we're working with though. So there's some aloe, right? A little vine, and these 2 plants, and these 2 big things, these 2 big pots with plants in them on the sides. So let's see. We could do something with these. Or even these. Oh, I like that one. It's like all over the place. That's kind of a cool one. These are classic. Some of these. Okay. We got some good options here. Huh. Got an interesting one. The plant. I think that's just too big though, right? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty bushy in those photos, but like, yeah, I think that's just gonna be way too big. If they had a small version of this, I think that'd be perfect. Um, yeah, I don't think, like looking at these, I'm like, that would be like perfect for these side ones, but it's just too big. Like, I think that just covers up like the whole house and it just wouldn't fit. Um, yeah, that's just way too big. Okay, maybe is this one smaller? Or is that just like a base basically for this? No, it's not really smaller though, and it's got this weird inside. So I don't think that's really gonna work for what we're going for either. But I like where that's at. Like I like where that's going. It's very bushy. So that's a big plus. A tree. Oh, that's a classic tree piece. A planter. That could be nice for up front. Depending on what we can put in there. So yeah, that could be nice. So we'll save that. Oh, that's even better, honestly. I like these. No, axle hole versus axle hole. Okay. Well, either one works. Let's go to default. Oh, these Christmas trees, these are a classic. Okay. Yeah, so I just want something that really looks bushy, you know? These are all just so big. Yeah, this is actually tougher than I was expecting, not gonna lie. I kind of thought it wouldn't be too, I thought there'd be some piece that looked really bushy, you know? Low-key, this flower almost does. I like this one, it almost looks like an aloe plant. Yeah, we've got some options. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do with this stuff. Just kind of make it look good. These I really like. They're pretty mild, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, or like pretty uniform. But yeah, I'm like really going for more bushy than anything. So that's why I'm like trying to see if there's something else I can do before I use these. I used them inside the house, so I do like that about it. Like it's consistent. Like, what if we did something like along these lines? Obviously, rotate them, which that's more just something you do in real life, you know. But it's like, I don't know if that's like dense enough, you know. Like with these, we could get denser. Kind of thinking these for like back here, maybe. Like if we did something like this. Oh yeah, that's so much denser. It's funny though how they like don't look related at all. Like if they at least looked like they were the same like type or like similar vibe, you know, then it's like we could really use them like for a bunch of things. Yeah, or like if there was a bunch of different if Lego had a bunch of different Legos that are all the same, I don't know, visual design language, I guess, then it would make it easier because then you can put variety in plants, but they still all look unified, you know. That's not really the case here. Yeah, I kind of like these. I think they give the right density. Let's just lift this up a little bit more so it actually works. And then, yeah, like put it in here. Yeah, actually, I think that's the perfect vibe. Yeah, I think that's gonna be perfect. coming back to this photo, you can see it's really just like bushiness here. So yeah, let's do this wall first. Let's get that nice and bushy. Can we even bring this down one more? I'm like low-key worried that when we go to, no, I guess we can't. When I go to build this in real life, I'm worried there's going to be like little things that just don't quite work. But I'm gonna like all the pieces will be like I'll order them exactly as I need them, like in the exact quantity. So I guess I can add a couple extra. Oh, I guess those are gonna be light green. That works. Let's see, bushy. But I guess I can order a couple extras, and I'll definitely order it ahead of time. That definitely makes me worry about the Easter deadline in that scenario. Let's see, when is Easter? Just look that up. April 5th. Okay, so literally 1 month. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it by then. That'd be sick though, because I want to get a video out that's like details, like really captures this process, and just like a more like friendly way. Like this is like a fun like everyday thing, but it's like I get most people aren't watching this. Oh, my timer's already done. Dang. Okay, but aren't watching this for like 20 minutes a day, right? So it's like something that is kind of wider audience, maybe like more fast moving, obviously edited and all that. And so, yeah, I think that would be sick. But that's going to be, so I want to get that out as soon as possible, right? But I can't do that until I've actually given it to him. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. And in the meantime, enjoy the work in progress videos. And I'll enjoy making it. Okay, I like this. I think we're making good progress here. What is this? What's this hitting? What's it intersecting with? I don't know. Okay, well, I like that. I think to make this really feel like a full wall of bushes, we probably want to kind of mix it up. You know, like, yeah, actually, let's do that. Okay, we'll get back to that tomorrow. Basically, I think I'm gonna alternate the leaves on these so I can alternate, like I can have two next, like I can put two in between here, and then the leaves kind of intermesh between them, so it doesn't look like three separate stacks. It looks like a wall. But I think that's giving the right vibe. And then I think I'm gonna redo these vines, probably with these same ones, to make it look more bushy. Like right now, it looks pretty bare. And as you can see from this pic, like that's got to be bushy. So yeah, we'll get there. But we made some great progress. We finished out the base, the lining. And so we're making good progress. The other good thing, big thing we got to do, I guess, is come back through all these 4x10s. Don't actually come in that brown, but I want the floor to be that brown color. So I need to come back through and replace those with something else. But yeah, we're making good progress. Thanks, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.